Hello, ma'am. This is my task 2 for midterms in 118. Number 1, do you believe CAI in some future time can replace teachers in the classroom? For me, no. Teachers will never be replaced by computers. Computers can help students help them learn more, gather data, and gain information. But there is no such thing as a teacher. Computers can teach students things like what are good and bad behaviors, but teachers can. Number 2, what problem can be encountered if a school, such as in poor countries, cannot afford to provide enough computers to students? Will CAI work at all with a whole school using a single computer? For me, as we are now in the era of modern technology, and also as we are now adjusting to an online form of learning, the computers are very important for students to have. But to the school, but to the schools that are in developing or poor countries that can't afford to provide enough computers to students, many problems that can be encountered. Computers and the internet play a huge part in the world of education these days, and they can benefit everyone from preschool children to adult learners like us, college students. Computers are one of the important things now to students for them to gather data and to gain new information. Without it, learning cannot be fully achieved by students. And now that we are in an online mode of learning, the engagement of students with others or with other students can also be affected because the medium that they will need is not available. Number 3, many software materials available in developed countries are not yet available in developing countries or in underdeveloped countries. Do you think awareness of the existence of these materials can still help teachers in developing countries? For me, yes. Teachers in underdeveloped countries must be aware that these materials exist, but they must not only be aware of it. These software materials must also be available in those countries to assist teachers in becoming more effective and efficient. If teachers are aware that these materials exist, and those materials will be available for them to use, it will be a huge help for them to teach students with plenty of information that can't be found in books. It can also help for teachers in developing countries or in underdeveloped countries or nations to be competitive not just in their country but in the whole world when it comes to teaching. Number 4, teachers are told not to use the computer as a situating tool if a preschool child, for example, can actually play and build using actual Lego blocks. Can you name other situations in which actual, physical, and hands-on activities can be more productive than computer activities? Uh, there are many school activities that are productive even without using computers, especially in the physical education subject in high school and in college. Physical education practices our physical strength, not just our physical strength but our minds. That's why the activities given in this subject can be done without computer. Also, there are many activities wherein only the mind and hands are needed to be done. I remember I have a teacher where is a huge fan of activities without using computers. She was my teacher during my first year in college. She always grouped us into three groups and she would give questions in different categories for us to answer. And if we answer it wrong, we would not know her second question, which is has the points. But if we answer her first question correctly, we will know the second question. That game is very enjoyable and informative.